Is in New York City?
Well, actually, I was born in Manhattan, but I was raised in the Bronx.
Okay.
She's laughing like she got thrown off. Go ahead. Okay. Education-wise, I mean, the motivation, the education behind this, you work in this field? I mean, what?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in human services.
Okay.
So currently I'm a case manager for the city of New York.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So you see this population on a daily basis?
I work with this population.
You work with this population.
And I see this population.
And you see this population.
Everybody sees this population every day. We just don't know who they are.
Oh.
And is your work made you, who coined the title?
I did.
Yeah, so that based on your work.
Correct.
Yeah, because so many times there's a stereotypical vision of people who suffer from this illness, and so undetected is very appropriate, I believe.
I believe so too, because you can't really look and tell.
So many people believe they can,
but you can't.
No, of course not.
No, you can't. They could be standing right next to you, right?
Yes,
exactly.
As you said,
yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I looked at your interview on YouTube, and you guys were happy in that interview. You know?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was my first interview.
We didn't forget about it. We do our research. Oh, y'all were happy. Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
So this is fictional.
Yes, it's fictional.
Mm-hmm. And names are changed to protect the innocent?
No, actually, the characters they are fictional. I made them up, but no one believes me, but I did.
Because you working in the field, and you walking around on your job, and the book is out. You know, it reminds me of that movie. What is it called? When he wrote the book, and his friend got a hold of the book, and it says he made love with his wife in the book.
Oh, I can't.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
they just had the part 2 of it.
Yeah.
The Best Man Holiday, but the original one.
Oh, okay.
That he wrote a book.
That was an excellent movie.
He wrote a book, so you walk around your job, and people were like, "Oh, did you put me in the book? Oh, is that me you talking about?" Do you get that?
Yeah.
Well, no. Actually, I just get people just say, you know what? I know somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read some of the excerpts online.
Right.
And it was very, very. It's like a page turner.
It is.
Yeah. It's a page turner, you know. So then when I got to the last thing, I said, "What?"
I know. That's what everybody's told me. They like, "Oh my God, I couldn't put the book down."
Yeah,
And I'm just telling you right now, if you do read it, you will be. Ask me where's the second part.
Yeah. Because so I understand what Reggie's asking you. The dialogue, all of that comes from out of your head.
Yes, I'm a very creative person.
That was very, very interesting.
How long has this book been in the making?
About March, May, 2 years, actually.
Really? Mm-hmm. You're kind of fast, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it's moving because it's a great novel. I mean, it's a great book. I mean, everybody's just like, wow, Shaw, this is a really, they actually want me to make it a play, and so I just don't have the resources for that, but I'm just waiting.
You got the resources. Tell the world now. Tell the donors. You need donations.
Yes, I do. I really would appreciate any type of donations because it's an excellent book. It really is. And well, can we tell them what the book is about, or we still?
No one's called in. So
we want you to tell them. Tell us what the book is about.
Okay. Well, the book is, like I said, it is fictional, but it's based on fictional characters who've been exposed to HIV. And what I'm basically just trying to get out there is that this can be anyone. I mean, so we need to really be careful who we scrutinize, and because it could be you tomorrow, depending on your choices. So I'm just basically trying to wake up people when they read it, and it's really a good book for adolescent teens, believe it or not, because when I wrote the book, I had thought about that. I said I wanted to really educate them. And so parents buy them, like I've had parents buy the book and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to give this to my son, or I have to give this to my daughter. They'll get another copy to send to their nephew in college, whatever. And the kids love this book. And it doesn't have all that like killing and all that stuff like that. It's just educational, and they don't even realize that they're getting educated at the same time.
Yeah, I know. It seemed that I don't know if I heard this or I read this somewhere, and they said that they alluded to the fact that one time the disease was so it was such a scourge but now a lot of people, in other words, a lot of people are going back into the same risky behavior as though there's been a cure for HIV.
Okay, well, you know what? That's the scary part.
Yes.
Because what's happening now is that because people are not dying off like they were before. So, and people now, they have like medication now that you can live a long, healthy life.
Absolutely.
So people just kind of like got to the point where, oh, well, if I get it, you know, I won't die. I'll just have to take medication. But you have to understand that you'll be taking medication for the rest of your life. And all this medication does have side effects.
Yes.
So at some point, you know, you're going to be damaging your liver, your kidneys and stuff. So why would you even want to put yourself at risk? You know, I don't understand that. But I think that's one of the reasons. Like people act like it's not a big deal. Oh, I could just take some pills. But believe me, people who are actually HIV positive, they wish that they could have sat there and prevented themselves from having it. Because they're tired of taking the medication every day, and then the medication makes them sick, and after a couple of years they have to get switched to another medication. So it's not that easy.
Yeah.
And I know we've all known someone at some point that even passed away. I mean, my brother was a person that actually passed away from the virus.
We all know somebody
absolutely, and
that passed away from the virus.
It was a horrible death.
Wow.
Yeah, people think it's a joke, but it's not. You know, it's not that easy.
And then they look at some of these professional people, entertainment and sports, who
Magic Johnson,
who have the money to actually make it look like the world is okay. But inside, beyond that skin, the world is not okay.
It's not.
No, it's not. It goes on and on.
The population you work with, what are the age ranges?
Well, the youngest one would be 18 and up.
18, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, senior citizens are, you know, I know it became a time when they were contracted.
Oh, yeah, they have a higher population of them getting affected because at that age, they're basically thinking that they're not going to get it because they're older. So they're not really using precautions, but they don't understand that they can get it too. I mean, it's not like it's just looking for certain people. Anybody can get it. So it's basically how you put yourself at risk. You have to just think positive. And my whole thing is like, I'm a woman and I'm African American, and HIV is affecting African Americans. It's the highest rate right now. So I'm just trying to educate African American women. Listen, you need to sit there and be conscious, and you need to protect yourself. Stop, trusting people saying that I'm okay. No, you need to be going to take tests together and to make sure that both of y'all are negative, like neither one of y'all have the virus.
Yeah, that's
you can't trust anybody.
So I guess we should be actually asking our mates when we meet them, and if we feel that we're going to get involved to that extent, because I know they have a lot of promos on TV that talks about that.
That's right. Go together to the clinic and get tested. Because I tell people every day, I ask somebody, I'll ask them, do you know if you're HIV positive or not? And they're like, oh, I don't have it. I'm like, have you ever been tested? And they don't say anything. I'm like, so you don't know. The only way you can say no and be positive about that is by taking the test. That's the only way you know if you don't have HIV.
And we still haven't gotten comfortable with that.
Yeah. Well, I know the virus can lays dormant
for years. For years.
And I know when I was working with young people, that's what they talked about. They said it was epidemic proportion for teenagers because they have
multiple partners.
Risky sex. Risky sex.
Yeah. It's that invulnerability that young people, that attitude, well, I'm going to be okay, it's not going to be me. And, then all of a sudden the time passes and they find out, wow.
And then in the meantime, look how many people they might have passed it on to.
Isn't that something else? Yeah. That's something, right?
Yeah, that's
like, scary.
Yeah, no question.
And there are actual people who are actually giving it to people
on
knowing
purpose
that they have it.
Well,
there was a few. I mean,
yes.
There's some documented cases.
Yeah, I think something like that happened recently too. This guy was basically going around doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, I think that. It goes without saying that there has to be people who are going to take it like, hey, it happened to me, and I'm going to get people. I'm going to infect as many people as possible. You know, because I mean, you have so many personalities. To think that there wouldn't be someone with that kind of personality is kind of naive.
Yeah, because they might just say, "Well, someone gave it to me, so I'm going to do the same thing."
Do the same thing. Right. You know, then. So your characters, how many different characters are in the book?
Well, the youngest character is 12, and the oldest one is, I believe, 63 years old.
Okay, yeah, I know. I know there was a while where you know people they talked about down low and you know same-sex partners. There was that was a problem, particularly with guys who were married. Or who were in relationships, but they were sleeping with other men,
right?
And they contracted it, and all of a sudden, you know,
they gave it to
their partner came down, and you know, would have never thought it.
Exactly. That's how come women need to sit there and protect themselves and stop being so trusting.
And that's why we got people like you. We're so happy to continuously put the word out and do your part and write a book about it and going to bring it to a play form, going to bring it to a movie form. I'm going to say I knew you
just
win.
Waiting for the resources. I'm just praying.
Have you spoken to anyone particularly in the?
No, the point is that I don't really know how to go about trying to contact these people. Right. So I'm just hoping that somebody just gets a hold of my book and they're just like, wow, you know, we need to get in contact with this lady and we need to sit there and help them turn this into a movie.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's the National Black Theater.
Absolutely.
On
127th Street, 126th Street.
On Fifth Avenue between 25th and 26th Street. Next to the Body Shop.
Okay, I know where that's at.
Yeah, the National Black Theater. There's a Harlem Arts Alliance. They meet the first Monday of the month at Riverside Church, and they're an organization of arts alliances. So, you know, there are a lot of playwrights there that would, you know, you might, if you had the time, you know, if you had a Monday off or something, go up there. I think they were from 10 to 12, first Monday of the month. And but the office is on 135th Street, right across from the police precinct. Between Frederick Douglass and Adam Clayton Powell's Boulevard.
Oh, okay, I know where it's at.
Alliance.
I know where it's at.
But they, you know, a lot of different plays and, you know, throughout our community. So you might want to, you know, go there first before you know, go to the other community because it's such an important work that, you know, I think, you know, you should go into our community first. You know, see what
well, I know it's going to get to, you know, it's going to get out there. And a lot of people are reading the book. They're passing it around. And so eventually it's going to get there. Yeah. So I'm just basically, anybody gives me some information, I'm just going to take it to the next level, and hopefully it will be a movie.
Yeah. How can someone contact you?
Well, they can reach me they can email me at ShaAmes@AOL.com, or they can just Facebook me, Sha Ames. I have a lot of people that contact me, become my friend just to find out what kind of events I'm doing, because not only am I an author, I also have spoken word events. So I do and I also do community events. Like I had a Black History event this past February, because I just like to do stuff to uplift communities. Basically, that's what I like to do. Okay, so a little slower. Give our listeners, they're running to get a pencil and a piece of paper. So give it to them. So spell your name. It's Sha Ames. That's SHA, and then Ames, AMES. So you can friend me on Facebook. And this way you can find out all the other stuff that I'm doing in the near future. Also, you can email me, Sha Ames, again, SHAAMES, @AOL.com. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a station break before we get back to Mr. Ames. Take a station break. I'll take this call. Okay. Henry Porter. Yeah, wow, that's right. You just came in. I was lost in a cab. He was like, yeah? Oh, man. Taking you around and gave you the scenic route? Exactly, and I'm telling him, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Scenic route, huh? Basically, that's what he was doing. Yeah. You're listening to WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
We're sitting here with Shaw Ames, author of new book entitled Undetected. Caller, you on the air? Where you calling from and what's your name?
Sheelan Barry Hammonds from Harlem, New York.
Go ahead, caller.
Us.
What's up, Brother Hank? How you doing, man?
I'm well, brother. How are you?
Okay.
Good.
I just want to ask the sister two things. One, how did she get her book published, and what publisher did she use? And two, talking about the AIDS virus, I heard y'all talking about how the AIDS virus is out there, but also I don't know if y'all remember when the brother, what was his name? Michael Bazin had a show, and he had this lady on that she was giving AIDS to everybody because a married man gave it to her.
Absolutely.
And she wrote him a letter back and told him that she was sorry for what she was done, but she was dying from the AIDS virus. Do y'all remember that?
Yes, yes, I remember that.
Yes.
Okay, so it was very disheartening to see that men and women are doing it to each other like that. That's really bad.
All right, thank you, Barry. Let Ms. Ames respond.
Before you go, Barry, repeat your question.
Oh, my question is what publisher did she get her to get her book published?
Okay, I'm self-published, and I went through Create Space.
Okay, all right.
And the second question?
And also, what are some of the other things besides reading the pamphlets? Because now, from what is being told, I don't know if y'all know that a lot of the people are getting the virus through the needles because of certain medication that they're using. Did y'all hear anything about that?
Okay, I didn't really understand the question. Are you saying that people are getting the HIV virus from taking needles?
Yes.
Like, are you talking about like drug users?
No.
Well, this is the first time I've heard that. Because usually, especially if you're in a hospital or clinic, those needles are clean. So unless are you saying like somebody's just purposely going out and, putting taint in the needles?
No, this is just heard. I haven't had all the details, but I'm doing more research on it to find it. But
I'm going to do some research now because this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Okay. Thank you, Barry.
Okay, thanks
for calling.
All right.
All right, peace.
You're welcome. All right.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things happening, and it's like we all have to be aware.
Yes.
We can't just take anything for granted or to fall asleep at the switch.
Absolutely not.
Because it's the diseases, it's the food, it's the unemployment, it's just so many things that lead someone to engage in risky behavior, because of the stresses that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
You're absolutely right. So many things people are thinking about that's probably like on the back of their mind to worry about if they get HIV. But you still should try and protect yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I sent some people in my address book. There was an article in the USA Today about this football player. Allegedly, there was this drug that he was using for date rapes, and he was and it's undetected. And so I sent it to I sent it to everybody in my address book because everyone has a daughter, or some young woman, or someone who's dating.
Sure.
And this guy was a former football player. He was an announcer on a sports show, but he's been accused of rape in about 4 or 5 states, different states.
Wow.
Where he's been, they mentioned the drug. It's for head injuries, like football players, from those concussions. So a lot of them can't sleep at night. So there's this drug that's prescribed for enable them to sleep. But it's now the date rape drug.
Wow, isn't that something?
So it's like
you don't know the name of it, huh?
No, but you give me your email.
But they tell you never leave your drink.
I won't put my drink
do walk away. Don't go back and drink.
I won't put my drink there anyway. Miss Ames, Shaw, where's your next book signing? Tell our audience.
I am actually working on that. I'm working on the second book.
Okay.
So a lot of people are really excited about that I'm actually starting a second book. So I probably won't have a book signing until the summer. I'm thinking
Okay.
like maybe between June and July.
So how can I get the book?
Well, they can go on Amazon.com
Uh-huh.
or BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay. Great. Or they can track you down.
And
I'm quite sure you carry them
the
with you.
name.
Well, if they friend me on Facebook, they'll see all the things I'm doing, so
Okay.
they can basically come and I usually carry copies of my book with me,
the name of the book again.
undetected.
Undetected. So Amazon.
Undetected.
.com
And
.com.
BarnesandNoble.com.
BarnesandNoble.com.
You spoke about doing spoken word.
Yes, I do a lot of open
Can I
mics.
put you on the spot? Give our audience a little sample.
Oh no, I said I'm like a host.
You're a host.
Exactly, I
Oh,
host
well,
them.
You
Host
host
it?
spoken word. Okay, because I was
Yes.
going to put you on the spot. We have to. This is live radio.
Hey, I can read a poem that's in the book.
Well,
That's no
please.
problem.
Yes, read an excerpt, please.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna read the
Oh,
poem
you are
that's
the best. So you ought to be sitting here instead of me.
Yeah,
Because
please.
absolutely, we need an excerpt. Audience, listen for an excerpt from Undetected.
Yeah, this is the poem that's in the book. It's called "Do You See Me or HIV?"
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was very good.
I went to the club and the music was loud. I started dancing and drew a crowd. I decided to get a fine glass of wine. He walked up giving me that line about me being fine. We had a conversation that lasted quite long. Before I knew it, it was the break of dawn. I was getting tired, ready to go home and sleep, but first I had to go get something to eat. He invited me to a nice buffet. The food was good, I must say. So I decided to tell him more about me. I told him I had HIV. Just when I thought we were still going to chill, he flagged down the waitress asking for the bill. I started to cry because it was plain to see he saw HIV and didn't see me.
That's
I love it. I love it. That's Miss Shaw Ames.
That's you? That's your poem?
No, that was actually from my cousin wrote that poem for the book, and her name is Danette Bradley.
Yeah.
Dana Bradley, we love you.
Yeah. Oh, if you go,
I love her too.
If you go,
she's writing a poem also for the second book.
If you go to Amazon, you'll see that poem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's there online. Okay, so you're a member of the family now.
Yes, and I want to say thank you so much for inviting me.
Okay. Okay, so have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, Miss
coming.
Ames.
Okay.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to meet you.
You too.
Okay.
I'm going to send you that.
I want to be free to fly away and sing to the world about my soul. Serenade my soul, serenade. When you're not around, there's a lonely sound in my soul, serenade. In my soul, serenade. Everyone but you adores me.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it too? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you gone. Ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm out to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you get home. Yeah, baby, whip it to me. Just a little bit now, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take F-T-C-B. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Just a little bit, little respect. Just a little bit. I'll get tired. Just a little bit. Keep on trying. Just a little bit. You're running out of food. Little bit. I ain't lying.
Hi, and we're back. This is Another Perspective, 90.3 FM, New York, the voice of Harlem. And we just got to speaking with Ms. Shar Ames, and she was here to share her book with us about the HIV and it's undetected. Very, very important novel, important for young people. It's like, coming of age.
Absolutely.
Because our young people are so under attack. You
Yes.
know, our whole community is always under
Always under
attack.
attack.
But the more information we have, the better choices we will make.
Yes.
We're waiting for Miss Marie
Marie
Laporte.
Laporte.
She's going to come in and speak to us about housing.
Yes, affordable housing.
Oh yeah, but hey, I keep
Gotta say affordable housing. Right in your neighborhood. We want you to be lined up calling in right now because we want to bombard her.
Yes.
Affordable housing. Oh.
Calling number 212-650-6903, 212-650-6903. Yeah. The National Action Network. They're having a convention.
Yeah, 2014
April
annual convention
9th
through the 12th.
to the 12th at the Sheridan Hotel. I think that's 52nd and 6th Avenue.
And
Or
it's-
53rd and 6th Avenue.
And guess what? It's free.
It's free.
It's
All you have
free.
to do, go online, nationalactionnetwork.com and register. There are going to be a lot of different workshops. Health, education, gun violence,
Absolutely.
housing. I think
criminal justice.
Eric Holder's going to be there one day.
Yes.
President Obama's going to be there
one
another day.
Yes, he is.
So there's going to be a lot of, it's like I said.
Donnie McClokin.
Yeah.
For all you good folks out there in the Christian world, Donnie McClokin's going to be there one day.
Yeah, our community suffers from lack of information. So,
Yes.
forget about your politics. Just come on down and get the information.
Yes.
Meet these people and find out what's going on. Get involved. Get involved. So
And if you're even lucky, you can meet us.
yes,
Take a
yes,
picture with us.
yes,
We'll be down there.
yeah, Brothers in Recovery
will be down
definitely
there.
there.
And the host of Another Perspective will
Yes,
be down there.
we will
That's
be
us.
there,
Take
so-
a picture. Be like, oh, I didn't know what he looked like. Oh, he's so tall. Oh, he's so short.
Yes, we will be there. So
Yes, we will represent.
so that's something that's coming up.
Yes.
That's I'm looking forward to that. But you know, it's we started talking about the Kobe Bryant thing, and then we Shar Ames came in and we left that off. But you know, like I was saying, that he grew up in Italy.
Yes.
And so, but he grew up in Italy, but his dad was a professional athlete. So it's a different kind of situation if you are among the privileged, so to speak. You know, so he has not dealt with the raw ghetto kind of thing. I think he went to private school once he got back here in Pennsylvania. So he's led a privileged, sheltered life. So he hasn't been exposed to all of the ugly side of racism. You know, not like so many of us have. You know, with the profiling and the what are you doing in this neighborhood? Where you going? And here's somebody who comes from Long Island, upstate, Dutchess County, Orange County, is asking me what am I doing in my neighborhood?
Exactly.
You know, so you know, but anyhow, he's a young guy, and hopefully in time he will, you know, start to see it's a bigger picture. You know, that you know, we're under siege.
But it only happens when it hits their door.
Exactly.
It usually doesn't happen until it hits their door.
Exactly.
And they get smacked right in the face with it.
Yeah.
You know, that infidelity situation that he had, that was an eye opener for him?
I don't think so, because one of the things I remember when I was watching some of the interviews, and he was talking to the reporters, and he was saying, "You guys know me, blah blah blah," and I'm saying to myself, "Are you crazy if you think those reporters are your friend?"
Right. So
it just gave me, you know, it just sound kind of naive, particularly when I think about people like Barry Bonds. And Eddie Murphy, not Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray,
who was a first baseman, a Hall of Fame baseball player for the Baltimore Orioles, and he didn't give interviews if you was talking about anything other than baseball.
Okay,
and so he got the reputation of being surly and hard to get along with, in the same way with Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds' father was a ball player, a baseball player, and his godfather was Willie Mays. And what they told Barry, be careful what you say around those reporters.
Yes.
So that's why when you see a lot of times when Barry Bonds, he'd say, "Talk to me about baseball." They'd be asking him something about some personal kind of thing, instead of about the game. So that's why, you know, they didn't like Barry Bonds. But you know, so it's you know, I think, and for many young people who get into those kinds of, you know, become athletes or excuse me, or get involved, you always have to be suspicious.
Yes.
Once somebody sticks a mic in your face,
you
had better be very, very cautious in what you say, because when it comes out after it's edited and they take a piece of this and leave that out, you know, you'll find yourself having to apologize.
Retract, recant.
Exactly.
Because it's always going to come out in a different way once it gets to them.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, like I was saying with the Darren Sharper,
right?
He's a football player I was referring to.
Okay.
And I believe I sent it to you also, that you know, this guy with the date rape, man, and I'm saying, you know, so as I'm reading this, I'm saying, man, I still have nieces who are dating, man, you know, and you know, so I said, well, let me send it to them so they'll know that you definitely have to be cautious in terms of, you know, your associations, your associates.
Right.
Because, you know.
How do we sit around and and think about stuff like this. Somebody mentioned it to him, or he thought about, hey, this stuff knocks you out. You know? You understand what I'm saying? The whole idea behind it of how did he come up with the fact that he was going to use this on women?
Well, didn't this guy, one of the rappers, mention something about something he put in some woman's drink, and then he had to recant that. You know, in one of his raps, he talked about dropping something in a woman's drink, and she didn't know it, and blah blah blah, and whatever.
They call that date rape.
Date rape drug. Yes. Yeah. But talking about this football player
who used his drug.
Like about 5 different states.
Wow.
He's been accused of, allegedly.
Yeah.
And this was a date rape drug. This was his medication for his headaches or whatever because of the trauma.
But that's they say now that's taken the place of this other thing that used to be, whatever the name of it. This a new one. So and like he said, this one is undetected
in the bloodstream.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, you have to do it right away, and what happens? It makes the victim not even know what happened. It's like, have no recollection of what took place. So I mean,
it seems to be said that has to happen,
right?
Because I mean, these guys are football players. They probably can have almost, if they talk to a woman correctly, and have some kind of relationship, but it seems like they want to take advantage. That's what it seems like, let me take advantage or abuse, doing that, doing those kind of things, that date rape.
Drug. Well, like I always look at it and I say, well, right now there's over 7 billion people on the planet. So what it tells me, that's over 7 different 7 billion different personalities.
That's a lot of personalities.
That's a lot of date rape drug too.
And yeah, right. and I believe anything that you could conceive of or imagine, someone's into it.
And they're gonna try it out.
Oh God!
So
what about young people doing?
Yeah, well, but so we have to tell our young people because it's either feast or famine. Sometimes you said our children. Some young people say they'll have friends, and when you ask them what's a friend, then you find out it's just an associate.
Right.
And then some don't have. I don't have the only friend I have is a dollar bill and this kind of stuff. So it's the socialization process is real important for you. As we tell young people about the do's and don'ts. And
the thing is that we have to tell young people, or not tell them, but we have to talk with them.
Talk with them. Yes.
We can't. My theory is we have to be involved. We can't. We can't sit down and have the dialogue, or we can't sit down and still continue to have the rhetoric. Because
we have to actually
one time a friend of mine was telling me we were going to a Talim classes and we were coming out, and he was saying, to get to the end result, there's 4 stages, and I probably mentioned to you brothers before, but let's tell the listening audience. The first one is to identify whatever the problem is or the situation is. The second one is to talk about it, which is probably the longest process in the 4. The third one is to make a decision, and the 4th is to take the action. But we get stuck in the second one,
talking
too much. And I understand that we have to have maybe a forum. We have to have a workshop or something like that. But I don't have to have a second workshop to tell me what the first workshop was about. Come on, man. Let's get busy.
Yeah, we actually have to do something. And we can't be afraid.
Yeah, when you said that, you remind me of all these studies.
Yeah.
They study in the stop and frisk. They study in the unemployment situation. They study in the whatever the latest.
The demographics in all of those. This demographic and this demographic. The culture doesn't add up over here. Come on.
Yeah. How many studies? How much talking do we have to do before we get a plan of action?
In the meantime, our young people are just all over the place.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah,
Some
some
of
of
them.
them. Yeah, some of them.
I believe that.
I mean, we
I-
know there's a great amount of
Yeah.
young people doing what they got to
Oh,
do.
yeah, no question.
Absolutely.
No
I mean,
question.
More so,
we've had
than
some up
not.
in here.
Yeah, yeah.
More so, Reggie. More so than not.
They're not. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, but it see the highlight is to
media.
show that the
The
ones
negative.
that ain't, the ones that's the ones that shoot somebody else, or,
Right.
or you know, the
To
14
overshadow the ones
yeah,
that's doing it.
you know, so
Yeah,
they can continue to
Sell newspapers.
well, yeah, that too.
Yes.
you know,
Yeah,
no
yes,
doubt.
yeah.
Sell newspapers and talk about it in
Well,
Washington.
When they were talking about this Malaysian lost aircraft,
Right.
and they were saying how that was the lead story on CNN.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were so many unanswered questions,
Right.
and so many people had different opinions on it.
Versions,
I heard one guy said he thought maybe it was a stowaway in the hole.
Yes.
And you know who had done it, and the guy said, "Well, stowaway in the hole, you know, I mean,
A ship.
How are you going to control the plane?
how
right?
was he going to get out there
Yes.
and take over the plane?" but I'm just saying, man, you know, it's that guy sitting around. Yeah, I know what it is.
boy.
You know what happened? The guy fell asleep when he was watching the game last night, dreamt, and said, "That sounds like I could do that on." You know, listen,
Yeah.
I was up at CNN. I mean, I was up at
You
CNN.
was up and seeing
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in Atlanta, Georgia.
I was at the VA, you know, and then you
Yeah.
sit in the waiting room. They got TVs in every place,
Sure.
but they got CNN on all the TVs
All the
in the
TVs.
VA. So I'm watching, and I say, "Wow, they got another They got 4 experts
Mm-hmm.
plus Wolf Blitzer."
Yes.
On there, and they got 4 experts, 2 on the right side of him, 2 on the left side of him, either by camera or in the studio, and they're talking about all the things about the Malaysia crash, or all they're giving all the ideas of what can happen. But you know, the one that I'm hearing most is that they spotted some debris. But
Right.
Why haven't you gone down? I don't get it. You know, it's always something, man. You know.
I've heard the alien aspect.
Yeah,
The
well-
aliens took the plane.
Yeah, one of
That was my act. That was my
one of
act.
the brothers
I-
just gave me something that says Malaysia jet hidden by electronic weaponry.
Look at that.
You know, 20 EW defense linked passengers. So you know, it's so many. It's unanswered, and then when you figure it allegedly it disappeared in the Indian Ocean.
Yes.
Right.
So there's no recovery.
No.
Big as the
No,
biggest
no, they
ocean.
keep
Yeah,
it
there's no
there.
recovery.
No,
I mean,
that's what
you
they're
know.
saying about the pieces, the records,
Yeah,
the records,
yeah.
some
So
of the records.
and they're not going to spend billions of dollars.
And they're sending no divers over
sending
there.
divers
Divers
down.
over there. No, even though the
down.
Navy was involved.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
Oh, but the news report that I heard was now they're going over to Australia.
Mm.
You know, they're in Australia, but it's media is pretty funny.
It is.
Yeah, well, you know,
Some of it,
some media.
yeah, some of them, and
Good
what
media.
happens with them, they only talk about certain stories.
Well, and they
Yeah.
highlight the story
Highlights.
for about 4 or 5 days, maybe into a week. You know, they you know, we're having our retreat, our annual retreat
yes.
coming up soon.
Which
Come
one?
on,
Which one is that?
That's the BIR,
What does that stand for?
Brothers in Recovery.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, we're doing that.
How long you guys been doing that?
Well, I've been down for about 25 years. Oh, 26 years. I'm sorry.
26
years.
years.
Wow,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, where's that gonna be at?
Well, it's going to be at a location called Eddie Farms up in upstate New York in Sparrow Bush, New York, and it's going to be on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. That's the weekend after Father's Day.
Okay.
So if you're interested, anybody's out there that wants to
Can
come up and hang out, let me tell you, the food is great.
Can I bring my wife?
No, Brothers in Recovery.
Oh, it's an-
okay.
oh, it's an
okay,
all-male
okay.
retreat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
All right. Nothing but men, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to be workshops and guest speakers and
Exact
stuff like that?
workshops. We're gonna have
Wow.
keynote speakers on Friday and Saturday night.
great.
You know, I want our keynote speaker on Friday is gonna be brother. Oh, I can't do that. All right.
Don't tell them.
I
tell
hate
them.
you,
Don't
bro.
tell
All
them.
right.
Don't
Keep
tell
it
them.
there.
Don't tell them. They'll be up there right now waiting. They'll be up there lined up right now waiting. You know, we got to give them something. You know, I'll be there though. I'll definitely be up there. I'm going to try to bring my sons.
Thank you for that check, Reggie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
Bro.
going to try to bring my sons up there. If you can come, please come one, come all.
Yeah,
You know,
that's great, man. Brothers in Recovery.
So how can they get in touch with someone that, you know, if they want to
Well, there's a phone number is 347-661-1637. 347-661-1637.
Or they can come by our office on Thursday.
115 Edgecombe Avenue. That's
Yes.
between 140th and 141st, right here in the village of
And that,
Hollow.
and that would be Thursday. This Thursday,
Yeah.
April the 2nd, I believe. No, April the 3rd.
April the 3rd? Yeah.
April the
Wow.
3rd.
It said
Because
moving
Tuesday is
real
the 1st.
fast.
Tuesday is the 1st.
Tuesday's the 1st?
Yes, Tuesday is the 1st.
Wow.
April Fool's Day.
Okay.
Listen, I just want to mention this to you guys.
Yes,
you know, Wednesday, I had the opportunity of having. I was telling Reggie earlier. There's this new vegan restaurant. Henry was with me. I mentioned it on the other evening, but there's a new vegan restaurant on 113th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue, right on the corner. It's called Seasoned
Oh, okay.
Vegan.
Seasoned vegan. I like that.
You
I'm
know.
going to go by there,
Yeah,
too.
and what I like about it, it's run by, and it looks like it must be owned by nothing but young people.
Yeah.
Everybody in there is young.
Wow.
And it was about like 9 people working in the back, man. Or somebody hitting you at the front door, man, and they break. "Well, how can I help you?" You know what I mean? The atmosphere is good. The way they greet you is wonderful. You know, the food is even better than that. You know, so you'll be happy to get down there and have some vegan food.
I'm definitely going to check it
Yeah,
out.
that sounds good.
Yes,
You know, that's
I mean, you know, we should support. We need
Yes.
to support. You know, folks, black folks. You know.
Yes, and it's
They're
serious health
businesses.
issue.
and healthy eating.
Healthy eating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know, Elijah Muhammad's in his when he wrote How to Eat to Live,
How to eat to live.
it was because he said we eat our way to the grave.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. We're gonna take one when we finish our show. We're gonna wait one Friday.
Yeah.
And after 8 o'clock,
Absolutely.
we're gonna take Haja and Sister Keziah
Keziah.
down there to the new. They got a new vegan restaurant on 113th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue. Been open 2 weeks. Great food.
Yeah.
Great food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big- I
They
think
close-
they close about 10.
They'll be open when you finish the show. One
You know,
Friday, we'll all go
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you know.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's
we
where I'm
got.
going.
It's,
Well-
the food is great. I was down there Wednesday night, and
Maybe we can go there after the meeting, April 11th. Nobody
Man.
has a show.
Maybe
The meeting is over at 8 o'clock.
but they're gonna feed it. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
saying they're going.
Yeah, of course.
They
Angela's
may
gonna have
not.
some,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cheese
yeah,
out there.
absolutely.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But depending on what you eat, you know what I mean. Now, one of
Absolutely.
them hot wings, you may not want no more. Don't let me show you the picture of the chicken I got in my phone. You might not want to eat no chicken at all.
Well, listen, 411 is in the house. They have a fantastic show. They're going to talk about the issues, what's going on in the news. I know you'd like to know.
community.
Stay tuned. Community events. Brother Haja and Sister Keziah. What's the 411 coming up next? Any last comments, Henry? Or
Well, another perspective is a Brothers in Recovery production.
Absolutely.
And we already told you about we have our retreat coming up in
Yes, we do.
June, so that's very shortly.
Yes.
So you know, other than that,
And we got a couple of minutes. You know, we ain't letting 411 house us like that. You know,
Yeah.
but if anybody's interested, you know, I think Reggie wanted to bring them up on the Al Sharpton
We did.
convention.
Yeah.
Oh, you did
We
already.
did already.
We talked about
Absolutely.
that.
We
That's
talked
why I was
about
out in the hallway.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yes, we
About
did.
that, yes.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, we're going to be there. We told them how they can get the information and everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry that our second guest didn't get here this afternoon,
well,
but
her
we
loss.
you told me we was going to be housing. We was going to talk about some
Yeah,
housing. and-
affordable housing. And that,
Affordable
yeah,
housing.
affordable housing.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to bring her back
Yeah, but
because we know people had their pens and papers ready.
Yeah.
Affordable housing.
Yeah.
We all need affordable housing.
and to me, you guys enjoy your weekend.
Yes,
man.
absolutely.
Sit and
Oh,
wait.
yes.
Let's go next.
All right.
They still playing?
Yes.
Chain of food. Everything has got a weak link. I might be
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
give it strength. Oh, yeah. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take right to you. Change, change, change. 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 Your shade of blue. Oh, one of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. But up until then, yeah, I'm gonna take all I can take. Oh, yeah. Change, change, change. 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 Chain of food. Oh, change, change, change. Change, change, change. Oh, change, change, change.
Harlem has its own radio station, WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
So you like your music sometimes sweet and sometimes hot. Jazz, that is. Sweet jazz from Sugar Hill. Every Sunday from 8 p.m. until 10. Le Mans Jazz Break at 8. Right here on WHCR 90.3 FM. The voice of Harlem, where jazz lives.
The world-famous Apollo Theater, in partnership with World Music Institute, presents Africa Now on Saturday, April 5th at 8 p.m. Africa Now, hosted by Wumi, featuring performances by Les Frères Guissé, the Sierra Leone Refugee All-Stars, and Fatoumata Diawara. That's Africa Now, Saturday, April 5th at 8 p.m. at the world-famous Apollo Theater. For complete information on this and other Africa Now Festival events, including Family Showtime and Apollo Music Cafe performances, visit www.apollotheater.org.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
You are a waste, a loser. Everyone hates you. Why don't you just stay in your car and keep driving? I'm serious. Drive until you run out of gas, then get out of your car and walk until you find someone who doesn't think you're dumber than bricks. Could take a while, but at least all that walking might burn a couple of calories.
You may not witness bullying like this every day. Your kids do. They want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov to learn safe, simple ways your child can help stop bullying. Be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
You're tuned in to 90.3 FM. WHCR, the voice of Harlem. Streaming to you on the web at www.whcr.org.
The program that you're about to hear does not reflect the views, attitudes, whims, deeds, or any other proclivities of the management of WHCR, nor that of the administration of City College, nor that of the producer of this program or the host. However, the program does reflect the research done by the participants in the program, live in living color in studio, on tape, by phone interviews, and of course, there is you, the first-class citizens of the world. Now, stay tuned for...
Hello, this is Harlem 411. Harlem 411, information radio on Harlem Community Radio. Listen for issues and answers of the community, politics, education, drug abuse, housing, crime, jobs, civil service, community planning board, public health, religion and the community, and much more community affairs, all on Harlem 411.
Now today, they plan to sell you slavery as fashion. See, the game is the same, but the chains are platinum. Triple grade platinum, premium brand. Got a great deal for you and your man, but if you don't get it, that'll ruin the plan. So we'll make it mandatory for you and your fam. Rich with the shine and the glow and the twist. Your ankle's gonna be in competition with your wrist. When you shoot for the stars, you ain't gonna miss. But first, you gotta spend your money on this. That looks good, let me turn it up a level. Check out the optional iced out bezel. Ooh, that's you, you got glass. Got it on smash, people don't have to ask. Don't get upset, man, we take cash. You could even use your debit card, cause they go fast. I don't mean to pull your chain or put you on blast, but if you don't buy it now, you gonna look like a Y'all get fitted for your platinum shackles. The must have of the year, platinum shackles. Get them right here, platinum shackles. They make you compliant when they try to get at you. Everybody get your platinum shackles. They match with your gear, platinum shackles. Get them for a steal, let's make a deal. Impress your friends and improve how you feel. Shackles, we sold billions in residential areas and corporate buildings. To old folks and children. See how success feels when you're dressed up real nice. You know you gotta win. Anything that you get involved with, got a problem, they will resolve it. Customize it for the block or pulpit. And when you got them on, people know who you run with. You gotta stand out in the crowd, say it loud. I got mine, show it off and be proud. Cause that's what life's supposed to be about. And this is the thing you can't go without. So if you're working a job or slinging a dope, hit us on the internet, we can send you a quote. We offer financing in case you're broken. For a little more cash, you can purchase the yoke. Y'all get fitted for your platinum shackles. The must have of the year, platinum shackles. Get them right here, platinum shackles. They make you compliant when they try to get at you. Everybody get your platinum shackles. They match with your gear, platinum shackles. Get them for a steal, let's make a deal. Impress your friends and improve how you feel. Everybody get in line, trade your mind so they could adjust them. No competition in the place could touch him. You'll be the envy on the block when you walk through and everyone stops to check your style, your flow and your swag. Your shackles are nice, you don't have to brag. And they even look better when you let your pants sag. Come with a hook so the chain won't drag. Looks real nice hanging off the boots. And they make the average person real cute. When you get stopped by the cops, they won't shoot. Cause they know you can't run, no need for a gun.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Your people ain't ready for action. That's cause the game has made us slaves to fashion. Y'all get fitted for your platinum shackles. The must have of the year, platinum shackles.
You have yours?
Listen, I don't want any.
Oh.
I don't want none of that. Platinum shackles. Listen, I'm just telling people right now, man, don't go out and get them platinum shackles. Please.
I don't want any. I really don't want any.
Please.
You have arrived at Harlem 411.
Harlem 411.
Hopefully,
Once more.
Once more. I hope you were listening to another perspective.
On a gloomy Friday evening.
Well, it's a warm, gloomy Friday.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a warm, gloomy Friday. Because I was encouraged by the program before us, Another Perspective, because they went into the missing Malaysian airline jet. And that's something I wanted to go into as well. I was thinking, am I going overboard? Am I, stepping outside the box? Am I paranoid? Whatever.
Probably.
Probably.
But that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Because that's where you have to be right now.
Okay.
You have to step outside of the the regular line, the norm, and that's what. And this is your opportunity to do your thing. This is what community radio is about. This is we bring you these stories, and it's up to you to go do your research. And we do research for you. We bring it to you. You're not going to get this on mainstream media.
And so, that's what we try to do. And we try to bring you as information. Information is the key. And I was thinking today that there's so much conjecture and supposition around this missing airliner, and in between supposition and what did I say? I lost my thought. In between supposition
and conjecture around
right.
missing airline.
Yeah, there is an answer. There is an answer. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. Okay.
Wait, you have the answer?
I don't have the. No, you know me. I'm just putting things together. I'm putting things out there. I'm putting the same thing that the media on the online, all the possibilities that they're weighing and stuff like that. I'm putting the same thing out there. And if there is a mystic or a medium out there in the audience that can give us the answer, please call in.
Well, let me hear what you came together with, because I'm excited to hear about this.
Okay, so first of all, this is the missing airliner. The airliner was carrying 239 people. It crashed into the sea. The flight was Malaysia Airline flight MH370. Okay, now what happened is that this particular airline, it was about an hour and 40 minutes out of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Okay. After that, the airline at about 1:21 a.m. is the last recorded sighting of this plane. From what they can gather, because the next time it's picked up off course. Okay, at 2:15 a.m. and it's picked up in the Straits of Malacca, I think that is, and it's picked up. So this is an hour and 45 minutes after it heads out. It's supposed to be going to Beijing, which is about a 6-hour flight, 6 hours and 30 minutes, I think they estimated. Okay, so it makes a turn. It goes to it heads towards something called the Andaman Islands. Okay,
where's that?
That's somewhere in there near the Strait of Malacca, somewhere out there in the Indian Ocean, somewhere. Okay, all right. So it heads out that way. Okay, so now there's no mayday. There's no mayday call. There's no distress signal. There's no further communication between them and the tower or any other site or on their way. They just are lost after they make that turn. It's estimated they make that turn because they calculated from what they picked up on a military satellite. Okay, so they estimate where they were from where they were supposed to be headed was pretty much almost in a straight line to Beijing, which would have been 6 hours and 30 minutes. They go off course at they go off course, and at 2:15 a.m. they're picked up again. Okay, so now what is happening in that time? Okay, the speculation is that there's a possibility that that either it was hijacked or that the pilot went off course intentionally. That he went off course and is flying this plane to whatever some other destination.
Right.
Okay. The thing is, the interesting thing is that there are 20 people on board, and they are from a company called Freescale Semiconductor Limited. Okay. 12 of them are Malaysian. 8 of them are Chinese. Okay. Now, this company is located. It's a company which employs 5,000 people. It's located in Austin, Texas. It's a supplier of semiconductor chips for automotive and digital network industries. The missing employees aboard the Malaysian airline jet had been working to streamline facilities and time